Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage, Stamp Around the Table, that's stampinup.net, to find out more about me, see our products. You can sign up to be you can sign up to be a demonstrator, so you would join my team, take advantage of the perks of being a demonstrator. You can sign up to do a workshop, which is what we call our parties. Get together with some family and friends, make some nice projects, and earn some free items. Okay, I do apologize. I'm late tonight, but I've been kind of the last week or so has been a little bit crazy, but it's getting better. And I did try to tape this a little bit earlier, and I started coughing, and it was just bad enough I had to stop. So apologize for all of that craziness. But anyway, this week I am showcasing the Season of Chic or Texture Chic Suite. Okay, it's got stamps, it's got dies, okay, stamps and dies. It's got paper. It's got two types of a specialty designer series paper and a specialty paper, which I'll show you in a moment. This is the storyboard I made up. Okay, you make each season of life even more beautiful. This one got a little close, so I apologize for that. You are amazing, beyond measure, and then wishing you the best birthday ever. Thanks, love you, thinking of you. I'm here for you. Then we have some two-step stamping here. A shell, so there you can see like the ridges and everything. This fills it in a little. So there you can see the two steps. Here it's the two-step stamping, and then I use the die to cut it out. Here the same with the flowers. Okay, outline, the fill-in all together, stamped and cut out. The leaves, again, the outline, what the inside looks like, and then they're together, stamped and cut out here. Now, the snowflake, it has this, you can cut it out, and this is the shape you get. And on all of these, I did do a little bit of color around the edge just to help you see it a little better. It has a swipe, it's got two different little smudges there, okay? Then here is taking a closer look at the die cuts. This would be the one if you wanted to stamp and cut it out, that's the one you use. The same for this, or they can be the base and then you cut this out or this out and put them over. Okay, here's some extra shells and some extra flowers. Here's the leaf, and then this is the overlay for the leaf, and which I didn't do that on this side. I should have put those together and I didn't. So I apologize for that. I might have had, oh, here it is. Let me show you quick. I just realized I never did that on there. So this is how this one would go on there. So that's how that would look. Okay. And then you have these extra leaves. And then here again, the snowflake. And then here's this fancy snowflake and these other little ones there, littler ones. Okay. The paper, specialty designer series paper, because it has gold on it. Okay, so see, one side has gold and the other side does not. But look at, I love a lot of the backs of these. Okay, so there's side 1, side 2, side 1, side 2, side 1, side 2, side 1, side 2, and side 1, and side 2. So there's 6 different, you get 2 each of 6 different two-sided papers. Okay, so it's 12 sheets altogether. Then here is the distressed gold that's part of that suite. Okay, kind of try to hold it like this. If I do this, it shines a little bit too much. But pretty cool, huh? And there's something else I was thinking in my mind. I guess not. I guess that was it. Also, I thought I was going to show you something else. I guess not. Okay, and now yesterday on my Facebook Live, I introduced the set, and I did share it over on YouTube. So you can either go to my Facebook page, which is called Stamping Around the Dining Room Table, or you can watch it on YouTube. And these are what I made yesterday. This one, sometimes we'll have a card that is more like this, you know, but this time I turned it this way. Okay, and just a thanks. Okay, now a lot of times for thank yous, you might want more paper. You could add more there, or right in the back it's light enough, or even add another piece of white if you wanted. Okay, so there's that one. Then this one, I use the dies, and I use some of the gold, the distressed gold, and I wanted to do some paper tearing, so I did that there. Okay, and then you see there's those, I did the thumping technique for this. The overlay, I synced it up with the Petal Pink, and then I took my my marker for like the Stampin' Blend, and this was Soft Succulent, I believe is what I used on that one. And I thumped it, just thump, 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 and just go like this. Just kind of take off the thing, but just hit the, like this, just on your, wherever you want it. And it makes little marks. And then when you, and then you kind of huff on it, what we call huff, you go, you know, breathe on it, and then you stamp it. Okay, so that turned out really well, I thought. This one, as you can see, I did some flowers. Okay, then this one, I got an idea for this from, I watched somebody online. Mainly I watched her tearing this paper. This is one side, this is the other. The same on both of these, one side and the other. This one was cut, this one was torn, okay? And this one, it looks a little different. I used the that one die, which I didn't point it out too much. This one, see, it can almost look like a fishing net if you wanted it, or maybe a broken lattice, but that's what I put there. All right, and then I made I stamped and cut out a couple of seashells and put them there. And on the inside, I stamped some seashells. Okay, so those are from yesterday, and you can watch my video from yesterday if you want to get a closer look at a couple of those. Getting ready for today, I made this. I was playing around a little bit, and I wanted to look like sand. So I used, I'll bring this back over. I used this bigger, this one right here, to do the sand. And I could have done it with the soft suede, but I really wanted to do it with make it like pink sand. Okay, so I did the Petal Pink, and then I stamped the shells. Now the base, the outline one is done in Petal Pink, and then the overlay on this, I used the soft suede, but I stamped it off twice. So this was the third generation. Okay, then for this I used the swipe, and I stamped it off and then stamped it. This one, something happened, it only got partially stamped off, so part of it was darker, so I deliberately made this one a little darker there and just kind of overlaid them. I'm going to show you in a minute how I did some of these things, okay? And then there's just the inside of that one. Okay, so I did forget to show you, I knew there was something else, but where did I put them? The colors that the cardstock colors that they recommend, and I had them, whoops, I had them, but I don't see, oh yeah, here they are. Okay, if I can get a hold of all of them. Okay, all right, Petal Pink, Pool Party. This one I'm got to order some more of the Evening Evergreen, but I do have enough to do what I wanted to do here. Melon, no, I'm saying the wrong name. Oh my gosh, what is it? Mango Melody. Soft suede and soft succulent. Now this is the colors that they recommend. Actually, you could also use either, like if you wanted it a little lighter on some of these, I'm just trying to see, you might be able to use crumb cake. That might go all right. Yeah, I think that one might. I think the Sahara sand might be too might be not quite, but you could try a lighter color if you wanted. And then especially for, like I said, I had stamped off, then you wouldn't have to stamp off if you didn't want to, okay? All right, so let me show you how I did that. I want a piece of scrap paper here, and I'm also, oh dear, it was right here. So where did I put my trusty little Stampin' Pierce mat? Well, oh, here it is. And because there's no cushioning with clear stamps, it's recommended that you have something that's a little bit of a cushion under it. You could use a mouse pad, you could use a magazine, something that just has a little bit of give so that when you do it, it'll sink down into it. So let me just see here. Let me start. I'm going to try here just to show you how I made the sand for this, because it's kind of, got something on there. See, like, let me just show you over here. See, it's like kind of a different shape, but I found like this, what I did. I just did like this and kind of, and then if you want, you just can, better do this like this. So you can fill in a little bit if you want. You don't necessarily have to, okay? So that's how I made the sand on this. And I will stamp the, man, what is on there? Things are getting all over this. Let me just see here. There's a little piece of cardstock got stuck on there. Because it'll put a little, it'll make like a, there. It'll make a little spunky spot on the, okay. So so I did 3 of them, just like, kind of like this. Okay. And then, when I filled it in, I did 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, because you can see how dark those were. Let me do it one more time to show you. There's the first one. There's the second one. Okay, so the third one was really more what I wanted. But you can play around and get the color that you like. Okay, now let me show you this up here, how I did this. I used Pool Party in the, for that one, and the Petal Pink. So let me just see here. So I did that, stamped it off, and then I just kind of did this, another one, stamped it off, put this down here. Okay, and then I did 3 of these, I think, almost kind of more like, I think how I did this. Maybe almost like that. Okay, then, oh, this is the one I just, no, that's one I just cleaned or not. Him to restart this video kind of threw me a little bit. So anyway, so then I did this color. And if you wanted it darker, obviously you can. And then I did there. 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 Now that's lighter than that one. As I said, I thought, and something happened, I didn't quite get it. But there's that, and then so that's kind of a sky. You could add more, you could have, you want a little more up here, or whatever. It's your card, do what you want with it, play around with that, okay? But I just thought it was kind of a cool effect. When I saw it, I went, oh, I wonder if I could make a sky. And so I fooled around with it, and this is what I came up with. Okay, and it might, in some ways, I think I almost do like having it a little darker a couple places, so you could, like play around with it and get it the way you like it with that. Okay, so then what I wanted to do then also today was to show you, remember how I said the gold side is pretty, really pretty, and it is beautiful. You can make a beautiful card with it, but I liked the back of this, and I wanted to do something with the flowers. So didn't want to take time today to cut them out while I was, taping. So I cut them out ahead of time, and I decided that I wanted to use, like on here, see the flowers are pink, they do have a little bit of blue in them, but I said the pink, and then they either had the brown or the soft suede or white around it. So just to show you how these go together, okay, and you can, if you want, you can, you could do our adhesive back sheets that you put on the back of, it's like a two-sided adhesive, and you take the one side off, you put it on the back of your cardstock, and then you cut it out, and then the white that's left on the other side that's on there, that comes off, so it becomes like a sticker. So you do that after you once you have die cut. There's a few different ways what you can do to so that's one way. Okay. Another is you take a piece of sponge. This has been used a few times. So put a little dab like this, and then on the backs just like this. Okay. So there is a little trick with how you can line this up. Doesn't matter in one sense if it's not perfect, but I'm just going to show you. See this little hump there? That's this one. See? So what I wanted to do, if I can get it here, is to line that up like that. There. So there's that one. And if they aren't perfect, it's fine. Okay. All right, so there's that hump again, I think, yep, because it's got this there's kind of some others, but see how it's got that little that indentation there's a little bigger. So there's that one. And then one more, I'm going to do one white and two of the brown. Whoop. I should say soft suede, that's the official color. Okay. And once again, there we go. Once you take the time then they really line up really well once you do that. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside to finish drying while I put the rest of my card together. Okay, and put this to the side because I will be using that again in a little bit. Oh, let me see, where's better wipe my fingers off because they now are, because of how I did that, I've got glue all over my fingers. Okay, now, so this is a pretty, in one sense, it's pretty simple card. I just stamp, ink, and paper, even though and then you can, if you want, you can put it on with glue, or you could use, a tape runner. Our tape runners are called Stampin Seal. Whatever it is that you prefer, that's what you can use. And I want to make sure it's opening the correct way. It is. And then, so before I go any further, I'll give you a few measurements. Okay, these cards are both the same size. All right, they are 8.5 by 5.5. I scored it along the 8.5 side. I scored it at 4.25. That's half a piece of cardstock. A cardstock is 8.5. So from here to here, that's the width of our cardstock. And then then this direction it's 11. So I cut it 5.5, so that's half of it. So you can get 2 out of 1 sheet doing that. Okay. Then what I wanted to do here, and I'm just going to play around a little, I just kind of wanted to put, I'm going to put these down here, maybe a couple down, like kind of like that. And then I've got this ready to put my sentiment on. So the sentiment for this, I wanted to do this one. And I think the only thing is I don't know if I want, I think I'm going to do it in the pink because I'm going to put brown behind it. Here it is. What I'm going to do though first, this is what I do a lot of times to help me make sure that I'm going to be happy with the color. I mean, I could actually get 2 sides of it. So I could always, but I could always turn it over. But this is, I just had it. Where did I put it? Oh, right here. Silly me. A lot of times I will just do it like do this. And then this is kind of there to see, do I like that? Or maybe I'm going to like the brown. I don't know. Or the soft suede here. And because it's darker, it probably doesn't matter. I'm going to wipe it off anyway. I put this here. I'm not sure that one. So I think I'm going to do the pink like I first started. But this white does have 2 sides. So if I do decide that I don't really care for the pink, like the petal pink, I can always turn it over. Okay. So where did here it is. Grab this. And I did trim this down ahead of time to make it pretty close to, yeah, that's a good size right there. It could have been maybe a smidge thinner, but it's okay. Now let me just make sure I like how this looks before yeah, I think I liked it because it brings just a little bit of pink in there. Okay, yep. And I didn't want pink just because I just felt that if I put petal pink behind it, it wouldn't look right because, you know, because of the way the border is. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this one and put Tim right about there. Then I'm going to take a dimensional, and this one, so I'm going to have it like this. I don't know whether I want more than one on there or not. Let me see. Because this way, yeah, I think I am going to put a second one on this side. Sometimes one of the things too, sometimes I will do it like flat on this side and just up, but I do want that to be up a little bit. And I think I'm also going to pop this one up. So I'm just going to put 2 of these on. You might be happy with just 1. Some people might want 3. You know, it's your card. Do what you like with it. So there's that. Okay, let me pull this over here so I'm not making a huge mess on my tabletop. Okay. There. Oh, it moved. It can happen with the wet glue, but what's good is that if it's not quite where you want it, you can have like a few seconds to move it. So let's sit there a minute now. I think I'm going to put this just flat because I popped these up. I think it might be a little too much. Oh, and here's a tip. Sometimes what I do, because like when I get to the edges, what I call the bones that are left, sometimes I trim it down like this. And that just helps me to take a look at it. Like I can just put it under there. It's not sticking to anything. Okay, so that's how it would look up if I put the dimensionals on. And this is how it looks. And I do think I like it better that way, just because if the flowers were not popped up, I probably would pop my sentiment up. But it's whatever you like. You can pop them both up or pop neither of them up. You know, it's really what you want, what you like. Oh, and I meant to grab, I might try this. I used these on another one. This is the polished dots. See, they got a little bit of pink in some of them. I meant to look ahead of time to decide what exactly did I really want to use, and I forgot to do that. So let me just, oops, of course. Once I picked it up with that, it flipped over. Thought I just hit it on the top, and it, yeah, I think I do like that. And the pink is it, see, let me just see how the clear looks. Yeah, I say I like the pink better. It does give it just a little more color. And what you can do is if you do have clear or like a silvery, the silvery ones, you can color them with an alcohol marker like our Stampin' Blend. So you get the color you like and color it with that. You can't do it with these markers. They're water-based and it wipes right off. Okay, it will not dry and stay on like the alcohol markers do. Okay, so there's that one. And if you wanted, actually, you know what? Oh no. I was gonna say I could maybe even make a bow, but this is actually darker. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do that one. But if you wanted, you could add a bow to that. I'm not going to right now. Okay. So the next one I wanted to do something with the snowflakes. So let me close this up here because I don't need these colors anymore. And again, this paper, this side, this one, I can see that it could really make a nice card. But I found I didn't care for this gold side quite as much as the other golds, but it doesn't matter. It's whatever, again, it's what is it that you like? That's what you're going to do. And I really liked it on the Evening Evergreen. Now, what you can do if you want, and I was thinking maybe I'll do this just because I haven't done this for a while. You can even pop this whole layer up. If I can find oh, here it is. Oh, this is my sister saw this. If you put lines, see when they come, see how they're white? If you put a line through, you can always tell then quickly, did you take the backing off? Because sometimes if you don't, if you get it is shinier when you take the back off, but sometimes depending on how the light is, you might not always be able to tell. And I do want to just have a few extras on it because I don't want it to like cave in when I mail it or. Okay, and then you can see, oh, are they all off? Are they all off? Oh, wait, there's one mark there. But if you get the light right, you can kind of see that they're all shiny, but sometimes it doesn't. Like, actually, when I did that, this one didn't look too shiny at first, but it is. So here we go. Whoop. So this one, I kind of make sure that looks about right. Okay, so it's not like it's not like it's whoa, pow, but you can maybe see it because it gives it just a little bit of a shadow. All right, so on this one, I cut out these snowflakes, and I kind of wanted, let's see here, just want to play around a little bit, see how do I want these. And if you didn't want this many on, you wouldn't have to put that many on. I kind of wanted, I think I'm going to do it kind of like that. And then I want my, and this one I just wanted a white, the white sentiment, and I'm going to put it near the bottom because it's this long one and it does take up almost the whole side. Or though actually, because the way this is, it's overall, maybe I'll turn it this way because then, okay, so let me try it. I hadn't really thought it through, but that might be what I want to do. Let's see here. Oop. Maybe more like that. And this could go more like this. Because that's one thing, this paper does not have, it's not directional, so you can do it either way. So I think I am going to do this one this way because it gives me a little more space for my, this just seems to fit a little better. So I'm going to stamp on this, and this one says, oh, let me get the right one to do the evening evergreen. I can talk. Okay. I hope this is, I'm not sure if I stamped. Yeah, okay. It just looked, it was a little messy, so I just wanted to make sure where's the, I'm going to try this again because I think I must have racked it. I just want to make sure I get a good, there, that's better. Because if you rock it a little, you can get the green on some place that you don't want it. There. You make each season of life even more beautiful. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? Now that one, I think I'm also going to put that one flat. And I'm going to use this one. This tape runner I happen to have here. All right, now again, we need a few. Let me just show you here. This is getting tacky. Look, this is how you clean it. It just rolls right off. I know that you played with rubber cement when you were a kid, but it's very similar to that. Okay, so it doesn't stay sticky. So all right, so do a little more here. And then take this. Now this big one, I'm going to do it on the big one. I'm going to put that one right like that. Hopefully you can see it. Then these I'm going to pop up. And because they have, this one, see the center is open, so it would be a little bit more difficult to pop that one up and not have the mini dimensional show. I'm using the mini ones because these are little. But at least one of them, let me just see if I want more than one popped up. It does show a little bit, but you know what, it's okay. Or if you wanted, you could cut it in half. Some people do, even the mini ones. But I think that there. Put this one here. And this one, do I want to pop that one up too? Let me see. I think I might try one of, where's the minis right here? Is that going to fit on there or is that too big? Oh, it just fits. So let me try that one. Whoop. This one. Oh, is that where I want it? Wait a minute. I think I'm going to put this one here. Now, it does give it more of a presence when you pop them up. 2, 3. I was thinking I'd do 5, but I almost feel like that's enough. I think I'm only going to do 3 instead of 5 because I feel like this one, where am I going to put it so it looks right? Okay, so I'm just going to do the 3. If you want, you can hear some Wink of Stella. You could even put a little bit of that on, add a little bit of shimmer. Let me make sure this is working here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, okay. So you can put a little, whoop, I squeezed it a little too tight, too much there. But this one doesn't go on quite as easily, but that's okay. It still will be all right. The paper's getting a little bit of it on too, but there you go. There we go. I think I got it all now. Let me make sure. Does it look like? So, and it doesn't always show up well on, these are showing up really well. This one, not so much, but probably just because it's so thin and it's hard. The parts are thin enough that it's maybe hard to really pick up. Let's try a little bit more here. Okay, anyway. So you can do it, or you can maybe do it on the littler ones and then the bigger one if you don't, it's really your card, so do what you want. Yeah, as that dries, it doesn't, maybe later it will show up more, but right now it's not showing up much. These are great. I know that shows on the hard part is that kind of stuff doesn't always show up on the camera, like when you guys are watching the video. So, all right, let me just kind of clear the decks here. So, just wanna, so I can put these out so you can see them. And I think I'll do it like this. Just put the one that goes the other direction in the center. And then, actually, for these, I'll just put, I'll probably put a little, I'll put some flowers on that one. I'll put a few, probably a few snowflakes on this one. And maybe in Pool Party, because that's I think that's Pool Party there. Anyway, so I'll play around with it and just see what I like. But, okay. So, there we have it. And I hope that this is something you may try for yourself. Again, all of these are simple cards. This week, it's really simple cards and stepping up maybe a little bit with things like, the die cuts and popping it up, or the Wink of Stella, maybe making the sky and the sand. For some people, that could be a little bit out of their comfort zone. So I just say though, just try things. Just try it. It's only paper, and if you have scrap paper, like especially this stuff, practice on the scrap paper, and then then put it on your card. Okay. So, all right. If you like this, I'd appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please click subscribe to be a subscriber. Okay. And just thank you so much for watching. I will be back on Friday on my, I may have to do it Thursday because I think I have a family get together on Friday. But I will, on my Facebook Live, I'll be doing a fun fold. Okay. So you can go to my Facebook page to see that. Probably tomorrow, but I'll just see how things go. So thanks so much for watching, and until we meet again, everyone, happy crafting. Bye-bye.